what is respiratory system? Respiratory system involves all processes that take place to ensure the release of energy from food substances. We've spoken about cellular respiration, which is the core of respiration. However, before cells can actually respire in higher organisms, there has to be what is known as gaseous exchange, meaning that the organism, which is the plant or the animal, has to receive oxygen from the environment, because plants and animals can't afford to use all their cells to receive oxygen. There are specialized organs that perform this function. And that is what we are going to be discussing in this lesson. Now we're going to be talking about body surface that are involved in respiration, that is, in receiving or giving off air, basically. And we're talking about the cutaneous surfaces of some animals, talking about the gills, and we're talking about the lungs. For insects, there's an organ which is known as the trachea, the tracheal system, that also receives oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide into the environment. So what is the cutaneous system, the cutaneous surface? Cutaneous surface are the surfaces of some aquatic animals and even amphibian animals. These are surfaces that are lined with mucus, these are skin surfaces that are lined with mucus that allows oxygen to diffuse into the body of these animals. Now let's talk about the gills. Gills belong to vertebrate aquatic animals. Vertebrate animals that live in water. A classic example is the fish. These gills are richly supplied with blood, and that blood helps to moisten the surface so that gaseous exchange can occur. And finally, we're going to talk about the lungs. The lungs are present in land vertebrate animals. Those are vertebrate animals that live on land. Every vertebrate animal that lives on land has their lungs, or a pair of lungs. And these lungs, like one attribute of respiratory organs is that, or organs that receive oxygen or that participate in gaseous exchange, is that they must have a good supply of blood vessels or blood, because this blood is what they use to transport the oxygen to where it can be pumped into the whole body. So you can see that when we mention the cutaneous surface, it is wet or moist. The gills are moist. The lungs are also moist. And they are all supplied with blood vessels. They have a rich supply of blood to enable them transport the oxygen to the heart, where it will be pumped to the body.